This podcast is dedicated to one simple fact. Every day we get up and work to go find another deal. Watching, looking. If you're not hunting for a deal, then you know what? Just sit back in your easy chair and move on. But if you're ready to turn yourself into a successful hunter and have that sense of unstoppable courage to achieve all you desire, then listen.
Hi, this is Richard Duggal, and this is the Sales Hunter Podcast, episode number 6. 2020 is going to be what kind of year for you? The kind of year you've had this year, or is it going to be different? Most people are going to make lots of resolutions and talk about things they're going to do. I'm going to be more organized. I'm going to call people back. I'm going to do all these things. And all those sound good, but those miss the point. The point is that only 1 in 20, that's only 5%, 1 in 20 actually knows how to close well and goes out and closes. Therefore, they get the business disproportionately in their favor. And my entire emphasis on what I do whenever I work with someone is to focus on if I can make you, if you can become a better closer, if you can ask for the decision, if you can drive to that point where they are going to be favorable to your proposition, which is all about closing, which actually is out of favor right now, I'll have to say. It's out of favor because nobody wants to hear the truth. And I just delivered it to you. So if you're going to get serious, that's what you got to do. You got to change your mindset about closing. Because the number one thing you need to learn about 2020 is that if you're going to make it different than today, is how many more presentations are you going to make? How many more properties are you going to list? How many more are you going to close? You're not just going to be a professional conversationalist. You're going to be a sales professional and go out and close. The only thing you can do to really change 2020 dramatically, to get the highest leverage, because all those other things that people are going to tell you are probably relevant. But if you can't close, it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm going to give you a way to make you a better closer in 30 seconds. And if you're going to be doing anything other than paying attention or writing this stuff down, then you're going to miss it. But here you are. Here's 30 seconds. Every person that you approach, every person you talk to, understand that they will have more no's than yeses. And you need to figure out how many to ask them, how many times to ask them, so you have more yeses than they have a no. Because their no's will defeat 19 out of 20 salespeople. And the 5%, well, they get more yeses than anyone else. It's not negative to go out and close. It's a positive. You are changing people's lives. Our job as a salesperson is building desire, getting them to emotionally say, this is what I want to do. We go through that, but finally we get to that decision point. And the decision point is, are we going to say yes, or are they going to say no? Are they going to make a decision and alter and change their life inexorably in their favor or not? When you go through this process, that you can call it advocacy instead of selling if you want, because you're really advocating a position. So those people who don't like the word selling, use the word advocacy. When you get there, you have to drive people to a decision, because they're there either with you or they are not. If they're kind of with you, then they are not. Let's make that clear. There are no maybes in selling. You either get a sale or you didn't get a sale. Here's an example of a script that was created by a consultant in my personal mastermind. And this is created for a medical center, and they paid a lot of money for this script because they want to close people to come in as patients. Here we go. It took an enormous amount of courage for you to dial the phone today because you have something you need to have checked out. And I would not be doing my job. And by the way, you build this into the script and you actually interrupt them. You go, I would be not doing my job if I didn't do everything possible to get that appointment for you and have you come in and have a professional look at it. Because you didn't call without the idea that it needs to get fixed. And we're going to help you to get the best care to the best of our ability. So I have an appointment for Wednesday and I have an appointment for Friday. Which day is best for your schedule? Now you're going to want to listen to this more than once, and you definitely are going to want to take notes, and then you'll be able to apply it in the field. Look, every salesperson learning to close goes through having concerns and butterflies and all those things. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. What you have to do is push yourself through it. The difference between those who will make 2020 their best year is the ability to close. The difference between those who are going to make 2020 their best year ever is the ability to close. If you like this podcast and you feel that somebody else could benefit, then remember to share it and write us a review. And remember to go to persuasionmaster.com if you want to become a powerful closer. I'll help you become the best closer in your marketplace.